Now, you mentioned that you've been out to meet one of the service users so far. How are people going to be able to access the sort of services that you're going to be offering?
The referrals are all going to be through the disability team, so the adult disability team. So people will already have to have a social worker to access it. But as time goes on, we may well be able to step further outside of the contract, and we're already having so many ideas. Things like there's no reason, well, we don't think there's a reason, we've not come across a reason why people couldn't access, for example, PSS carers in the UK. So we were talking about somebody who's got a learning disability but wants to go on holiday and have a trip off the island, but has never been able to because she needs support when she went away. And so we're thinking, well, why can't we match her up with a PSS carer in Merseyside? She can go across there. And we've also had people in both Wales and Liverpool who are already interested in coming over here to spend time with the carers that we recruit. So obviously the main focus is on the contract that we've got to meet, but beyond that the ripples can go out further and further, and hopefully it's going to be really quite interesting initiative. It
sounds brilliant, because it does almost sound like you've got a blank sheet, but you've got that UK backup as well. You can see what they've done and learn from their experiences.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, I'm certainly not planning to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to steal as many ideas as I can from my colleagues in the UK, and in fact we already have been doing that. We were in Liverpool week before last, and we met with some colleagues over there and got lots of ideas for what they've been doing. So.
And again, with your backgrounds, you've got that unique insight really as well, which you can bring to the roles.
Yes, I think so. I think it's a good mix. I'm a psychiatric nurse by profession, but with a long time working in the physical disabilities arena, and so I think between the two of us we can sort of match each other and complement each other's skills, and we're both enthusiastic and come to work with a smile on our faces. Long may that continue.
So as you say, you're in the recruitment phase at the moment. What sort of people then are you looking for?
I think this is one of the really interesting things with this particular initiative. I was talking to a carer in Liverpool when I was over there, and this was a gentleman whose background was in construction. He'd sold his construction business and was in semi-retirement, and his next door neighbour was a carer with PSS, but she was moving away to live close to her daughter, and she said, well, you know the two chaps who've been living with me. This was some people who were permanently placed, and she said, you know them, you've met them, why don't they come and live with you? And he was like, well, I can't do that, my background's in construction. And it was like, no, he had the right attitude, he had a positive attitude towards people with disability, and he met with PSS, he had training and support, and the two guys were able to then stay together. They moved literally next door, moved in with him, and he's been their primary carer for something like 25 years now, and so that's how he got in. And I think it's something that's going to be word of mouth. It's people listening to programs like this, and really it's about attitude. We can teach skills, we can't teach attitude, and if you've got the right attitude and a positive attitude, then you're probably the right type of person.